The House of Representatives has the ball rolling again on the impeachment of Vice President Sara Duterte. The first two complaints against her have been transmitted to the Office of the Speaker. Where these go next is a question, as one lawmaker dangles the possibility of ouster on express mode. Mobile journalist Merimon Reyes with tonight's big story.
House Secretary General Cheloy Garafil has confirmed that the two impeachment complaints filed early this week against Vice President Sara Duterte have been transmitted to the Office of Speaker Bogie D. On Monday, February 9, these should already be included in the plenary's order of business. But according to House Justice Committee member and Public Accounts Committee Chair Terry Ridon, the process could be fast-tracked. This means it is possible that a third of the House or 105 lawmakers can choose to endorse the case, transmit it to the Senate, and forego submission to the Justice Committee, just like what they did last year. But there's a Supreme Court ruling and guidelines laid down by the High Tribunal against any impeachment on an express route or fast-track mode. At this point, what House Justice Chairperson Jervil Ruistro hopes to see is guidance from the lower chamber's Committee on Rules on how to go about any impeachment proceeding with the SC's decision in mind.
I am certain that the Committee on Rules will find ways to reconcile both the decision and the resolution of the Supreme Court on one hand and the independence of the House of Representatives with respect to the exclusivity of its authority to initiate all impeachment cases so that the entire institution will be guided. Ang dami kasing medyo gray areas doon, no? Sapagkat hindi nga consistent yung decision of Supreme Court with respect to the existing rules of the House of Representatives.
For her part, House Deputy Minority Leader and ML Party List Laila De Lima is confident the impeachment complaints they endorse against VP Duterte will hurdle the Justice Committee.
Saan ka ba man makakita ang bansa na meron ganyan occupying the second highest official position in government ay nagbabanta openly, kitang-kita, dun mismo sa bibig niya. The proof there is her own words. This is actually high crime and betrayal of public trust.
Whatever road the impeachment proceedings will take, De Lima believes evidence against the Vice President are solid enough and could finally merit her ouster.
Even we don't agree na kailangan nilang tingnan na kaagad at make a cursory perusal of the supporting evidence. Kasi nga, lagi ko pong inuulit noon during the hearings ng dalawang complaint against PBBM, ang kailangan lang allegational sufficiency. Hindi pa yung tungkol sa admissible ba yung mga ebidensya.
On Monday, February 9, a third group is expected to file another complaint against the Vice President. It is not clear if the third complaint will be consolidated with the first two already in the Speaker's office or will be separately tackled as to sufficiency in form and substance, just like what the House Committee did this week with the impeachment complaints against President Bongbong Marcos. As early as now, the Senate says it is ready to take its role as an impeachment court.
Nagahanda ka at hindi natuloy, ay well and good, okay lang. But still, nakahanda kayo because it's part of the job of the Senate.
Recall that Senator Robin Padilla said he wants to see a pro-Duterte Senate President if the Vice President's case reaches the upper chamber.
Hindi naman siguro kailasan man sa inyo. Ayaw ko ng impeachment. Hindi ba obvious? Siyempre, kailangan.
For the minority.
Sana, inshallah, God willing. Pro-bayan.
A political scientist believes the Duterte bloc in Congress will do everything in their power to protect VP Sara.
Ultimately, parang sa game of chess, ang pinupuntirya dito yung Reyna, no, yung VP, no, yun ang pinupuntirya dito sa game na ito, baka matalo sila talaga. So, they had to move.
Kapatid Mobile journalist Merimon Reyes, we are One News.